Here we are. Another Midjourney Monday is upon us. Happy Monday. It is episode 13. Today we're reviewing permutations. How exciting. This is our last episode of the month. I need to make the schedule for next month. I will do that soon and share it, but it will likely continue to be the same time, evenings on Mondays. Kind of excited about tonight's. Permutations is something I used quite a bit when I was making my collection for AI Fashion Week, because I was creating a lot of images within a short period of time and wanted a lot of variations to look at. So I haven't honestly used it too much since then. So I'm kind of excited to get back into it tonight. All right, so let's see. Why is this not? Oh, there we go. It is. I just wanted to make sure it was change my tab. Okay, perfect. So permutations are basically a way that you can generate variations of a single prompt using one command. So you can use these are called curly braces. Okay, I didn't know that's what these things were called. But it says that by putting the options separated with commas within the curly braces in your prompt, you can create multiple versions of a prompt with different combinations of those options. Makes sense. So down here, it has some details as to depending on the subscription you have, like how many jobs you can do at once. It says permutations are only available when using fast mode, which I actually just ran out of fast hours and bought an extra fast hour specifically to do this Midjourney Mondays. So I'm excited for that. I think I'm a standard subscriber. I don't remember, but it says basic can do 4 jobs with a single prompt, standard can do 10, pro can do 40. Or maybe I'm pro, because I was doing definitely more than 10. So here's an example of kind of how you would type in a prompt with permutations. So this is a really simple one, just different color bird, and then they're just kind of changing the color within the brackets. So makes sense. Pretty straightforward. Let me actually check and see if we have anybody live. I don't think we have anybody live just yet, but if you do join live, you're welcome to participate in the community prompting. I am pretty quickly going to start doing some experimentation in terms of, exploring how to use this feature. So if you have any suggestions, ideas in terms of what to include in the prompt, please drop it in the chat. I would love to prompt with you. Otherwise, here are some visual examples. So let's see. The prompt is a naturalist illustration of a, and then within the brackets, they have different subjects. But then they have the word bird at the end. So you can see that they all include a bird, and most of them have the bird sitting on like different types of fruit and stuff. Okay, so then, this is interesting. This is showing how you can use permutations for changing the aspect ratio. So that's interesting. Okay, whatever. There's a lot going on here. I don't want to overwhelm myself, so I'm just going to start with something basic. Okay, so I'm going to switch tabs, go to Midjourney. So we do crystals a lot. We're a crystal store. So for the sake of starting off with something kind of easy, I'm gonna use the brackets for different colored crystals. And I'm gonna do 3. So I'm also just gonna add a few other words to kind of guide the type of output we get. So I'm gonna say realistic 4K photo. And I'm gonna add a word, cluster. Okay. So when you run a permutation prompt, you are basically running like several prompts at once, and you always get this little message here that is just like, hey, like, are you sure you want to do these 3 prompts? So I'm going to say yes. Oh, let's see. I thought I was in fast mode. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Oops. So you have to be in fast mode, which I have now turned on. So I'm redoing it. Alrighty. And we're off to the races. We're going to do a few like this. So like I said, if you're in the live, feel free to drop any ideas in the chat. Otherwise, we'll see what these come back and look like. I mean, I kept it pretty simple. Let's kind of start to get a bit more complex. So I want to say... There we go. All right, getting in another one so we can have something kind of marinating as we're looking at these other ones. So I will say Midjourney version 5.2 really kills crystals, and I mean that in a good way. Like every time, especially when I do a simple crystal prompt, I always get ones that just look really awesome, and these are no exception. These look really cool. The permutation for this one just had to do with colors. So I had teal, I had pink. Wow, these are really pretty. I really like this top left one, but they're all really awesome. Rose quartz actually doesn't form in clusters like this, so I'm not going to say it's rose quartz, but it's a beautiful pink crystal. And amethyst, a purple crystal cluster. Beautiful, gorgeous. I love them all. And I got exactly what I asked for. I asked for a crystal cluster, a realistic 4K photo, and different colors. And that's what we got. So that worked well. What else do we have? Okay, so next one kind of just like switched it up. I did a chipmunk cartoon character. For this one, the permutation was the emotion before the word chipmunk. So the first one was sad. I don't know how sad he looks. He or she, especially this bottom right. Like, he's definitely not sad on the bottom right. Almost looks more like confused. But whatever, I'll take it for now. Let's see how it compares to the others. The other emotion I used was angry. So yeah, we're definitely getting angry. He's yelling. Looks like he's screaming. So cool. I like his little cute jackets he's wearing. It's looking good. It's definitely a cartoon character, definitely a chipmunk. It's definitely a 3D render. So seeing everything I asked for. Last one is a happy chipmunk. And yeah, he definitely looks happy in all of these photos. And again, like, he's wearing this cute little random jacket in the top right. Like, I don't know why, but he is. So nice. I would say that was a successful experiment. Let's give it another whirl. If you're watching live, feel free to drop any ideas in the chat. I've had a long day and my brain is tired, so I might not be as creative as I usually am, but I'm doing my best. I kind of maybe in the theme of animals, or maybe we do a penguin. Okay, here we go. All right, moving on. Staying in the theme of animals because I'm feeling kind of in a safari type vibe, I guess. Well, I don't know how safari penguins and chipmunks are, but they exist in my fun safari world. Okay, so this one the base prompt is baby penguin, cute illustration, and then before the word penguin, I have a few different words in hopes of seeing this penguin do some different things. So I have dancing, sleeping, and waving, and let's see how these compare to each other. They're coming along nicely, already looking really cute. All right, here's sleeping. Oh, they're all coming through at once. All right, so I guess we'll start with waving. So adorable. I don't know. Weird thing going on with its nose and mouth in the bottom right and kind of on this top right too. I don't know. Doesn't look like a beak. I'd say top left is probably the best out of these four, but whatever. It's a penguin. It's waving. It's cute. I'll take it. I specifically asked for a baby penguin too now that I think about it. So, okay, cool. Dancing baby penguin. Um, I mean, he's definitely in motion. I don't, yeah, top right, he's definitely dancing. Like his little foot is lifted, he's waving his arms around. So I'll take it. And then we have sleeping baby penguin. How cute. Oh, he's wrapped in a little blanket on the bottom right. Very precious. Adorable. I like it. Nice. So, yeah, let's head back to Midjourney documentation to see what other ways we can use permutations. So, oh goodness, sorry. Let's try it with aspect ratios. So, I have, if you've been following me, well, whatever, if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen that I've been doing a lot of like robot type artwork lately, inspired by my obsession with AI. So I'm going to do robot woman. I'm keeping these prompts simple just for the sake of us like kind of quickly getting through the features and such. Obviously when you're prompting, add as much or as little detail as you want. There is no tried or true rhyme or reason to making a nice prompt. It's really just up to you. So I'm going to say robot woman. I'm going to say 4K photograph. I'm going to say natural lighting. Okay, and then for this one, the permutation has to do with aspect ratio. So I have 4 different aspect ratios in here. Let's run them all. And I'm going to head back to the documentation. I just want to check and see what other... Oh, nice. Okay, so another example of using permutations is changing the version of Midjourney. So like... you could use it to compare like version 5 with version 5.2 and with Niji. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely going to give that a whirl after we check out the aspect ratio one. Multiple and nested. Ooh. Okay, things are going to get funky shortly. Nice. This is working really well. I have actually never tried this one before in terms of using permutations for aspect ratios. I've just been using like pan down and zoom out, which are 2 new features that have come out recently that we'll go over more in coming episodes. But this is pretty interesting. I'm kind of kind of impressed with it, I guess. So this is 1:1. 1:1 is the typical aspect ratio of an output that you get in Midjourney. So the prompt was simple: robot woman, 4K photograph, natural lighting. So we got what we asked for. Cool. Next one was aspect ratio 1:2. So we have something that is vertical. Nice. These are, I'm actually going to check these out a little bigger. These came out pretty cool. Nice. Really cool.